Hi friends, I'm Erica from flynncrafthouse, and today I'm going to show you a time-lapse video of my Santa portrait practice drawing session. With my patrons, we were using different media to try some practice in portraiture. We started with some like cartoonish stuff, and for the first two I used Tombow markers. Pretty much stuck with the same list of colors for both of them, and so you won't see another color swatching on the next one, but the only addition was that I added some green. But I always start out with a rough block-in of the shape, and these were about 12 minutes to 13 minutes each. This next Santa is definitely a little bit more challenging because of the point of view of the face. It's like a 3/4 view. This one ended up taking me a little bit longer, but it's still a cartoonish illustration, so we kept it pretty simple. And I think that one of the challenges using the Tombow marker was creating those like gradients between the colors. So they do have a lot of lines between them, but at the end I think it kind of comes together, so I was really happy with it. For this one, I really felt like the pencil helped to kind of tie everything together. So that was an important aspect for me to add, especially in the beard that was very, very light and soft. I really wanted to tie it together with a little bit of mark making. So this is the Prismacolor Indigo Blue pencil. I also finished it off with a little bit of acrylic marker to brighten all the highlights that I kind of missed over. So the white Montana marker was the last addition. Now for these last two portraits, we switched over to photos that were a little bit more realistic. So I wanted to paint these in gouache, and these were the primary colors that I used. I didn't finish the second one, so you're going to see it kind of at the ending point of that session, but I did go back on later on and complete them, or bring them a little bit more to completion. But these are my primary colors I'm going to be mixing. I was surprised at how many tips and tricks I had for portraiture. My portraiture is very expressive. It's very like impressionistic. So if you want to get a full recap of all the tips and tricks I had for teeth and for rendering eyes and things like that, please go check out the original live stream because I break it down and talk through the entire process there. Now we're on to our last Santa, and perhaps the most challenging of them all. This one, it has an unusual point of view, of course. I started with a shape that helped to define the cheeks and the nose, so that would kind of lay everything else in. A lot of my whites for the beard and the hat are very warm because he's holding something with a lot of light in it coming from below. So I added some yellows to my white, and then you'll see as I work through this, I kind of pull in some cool whites as well, where I see the colors changing. This one didn't quite finish in the span of my live stream. I actually went in the next day and did a little bit more drawing on it. So I'll share that on my Patreon so you can see the final version after I had finished a second round of painting on there. Now, I would like to say that this particular painting went through quite an ugly phase and stayed in an ugly phase for such a long time. I think this was more like a 20-minute painting. However, that said, it just stayed really messy and really unclear for me for a long time. But there were many times I felt like I should stop and I should quit and I should start again. I just stuck with it, and I think the final product was pretty good. I'm going to share it with you here as well so you can see what it looked like at the end. And it might just be a testament to kind of pushing forward. I think many of us experience that stage of our painting where we're like, this is terrible, I should stop. Sometimes it might be rewarding to keep going. So I'd encourage you to try that, even when you think that your painting is trash. I'm just going to insert this little picture so you can see the final painting here. So even though we had wanted to do 5 paintings of Santa, we got to do 4, and that was great. And it really kind of scratched the itch for portraits for me. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please check out my Patreon and follow me on YouTube. You can find art tutorials and project ideas and lots of other fun things. I hope you guys will try some Santa Claus portraits and let me know how it goes. Until next time, happy drawings and happy holidays.